Should be live and ready to rock. We are playing Silent IO today. This game is made by indie developers, made with Unity Engine, and a friend of mine actually, which will be joining us later once he sorts some stuff out. Has helped me create it, or has helped him. He's helped create it. God, I'm sounding like a moron right now. Been a long day, but we're gonna go ahead and play through it before we sit through the podcast and talk about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Obviously, save those questions. I have the chat up. I've never done it through Twitch before, so we're gonna see how this goes. I'm really excited because I really love my Twitch fam, and excited to see if anyone else hops on here and discovers new games. So here we go. Okay, so simple controls. Rotate camera, interact. Oh god, I didn't read all that. Alright, whatever. That should be good enough. What's up, Guile? How you doing? I am starting Silent IO. Loot corrupted. Loot corrupted. So you see when the reverse system. Oh god. Oh god, I can't hear them. What's up, Sandman, Kentaro? Welcome. Welcome to the stream, guys. Podcast should start shortly after the gameplay. Our guest Stephan should be arriving shortly as well. HL circuit, I doubt we'll do much about that trapped in here. Maybe someone else got to it. So it looks like I'm stuck somewhere and out of power. Oh, that's awesome, Guile. Thanks for following. Hell yeah. Appreciate you for following Kentaro. She does some great Stardew Valley streams. So keep the light close. I kind of like that tagline. She's actually really close to affiliate too, so anyone else in here, definitely give her a follow. Oh, is this me? Nope, this is me. Okay. Okay, simple enough. I am a spaceman. Okay. Okay, so I gotta hold to click flashlight. Zoom's a little funky. That's okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. You can kind of see this at different angles. Okay. I have to do an Android voice. Finding loop. What's this? 4HTY26. 4th of July? I don't know. Fiscal year 2119. Thank you, 26 people. 4 hands. What up, V? Thanks for showing us stream, bro. I know we were just playing. I appreciate you. Ooh, this looks creepy. I like the environment so far. This looks really cool. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Y'all see that? Hold on. See that thing? The fuck is that? I don't fucking like whatever the hell that thing is. Yeah, well, we're gonna get some answers one way or the other today, because we have the 3D animator joining us here shortly. So I'm really excited. He's actually a close friend of mine I went to high school with. He is honestly a really cool dude, and I caught up with him briefly earlier before I had that phone call about my job, and he's really awesome. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. It doesn't look safe to go into though, so I'm not going to do that. Can I click it? No. Does nothing? Okay. Looks like another ring. Dude, that is a lot of darkness. Yeah, bro, fiscal year, my homie. It's exactly what they were aiming for. Oh, there it is again. Fiscal year 3119. Tons 126, 4 hams. Yeah, I have no idea what that code means. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to know it for later. Oh, wait. Console log 141791 2. The last of equipment was delivered today. Dr. Horthon should be placed in an encryption loop or our excavations back to Ganmead. Which Dr. Antonis should have seen this place. The wealth of discovery is... Everything in caps is throwing me off as far as reading. Incalculable. Just last week, Jules unearthed a total foreign compound. At first, we thought it was a type of Iridium, but it has the unique quality. Loop corrupted. Yeah, it looks like communications is just fucked on this planet, or where the fuck I am on. How do I... Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I'm trying to get a grip on this camera. It's a little bit difficult for me at the moment. Dude, there's a lot of these fucking things, and they're kind of creepy looking. Assuming I can't touch that, or I can't touch both. Ooh, Jesus. There's a shit ton, but I see another ring thing. Assuming I'm not collecting them, but I guess I gotta get their information. Maybe get a glimpse of what's going on. But, like, that looks tight. Let me go around. Hey, what's up, Red Drum? How you doing, my brother? Thanks for showing up to the stream. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate all of y'all being here. This is my podcast revival episode, and Witch streaming, which is great. Okay, so it looks like it's another log, but this is from fiscal year 3019. Console permissions required. Repeat captcha. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I've promised to keep miles to go before I sleep. That sounds like something V would say, because he's never going to go to sleep. Sorry, dude, I got to ride you there. But you got to get schmirks. Miles before sleep. Miles to before. It's weird. Every time I click it, it seems to fuck up more. So it's like, almost like, oh, Jesus, I feel like I'm going to touch something. Nope. What are you doing? Back up, my dude. Oh, what happened? Oh, it looks like I touched those things. Oh, man, it started me from the beginning. Hey, Mr. Joan, how you doing? Thanks for coming on by, my dude. I am playing Silent I.O. today, and I am here with the 3D animator, which will be on shortly. I know I kind of changed plans on him, so I think right now he's just setting up. He's having some light internet issues as I play through this. We know V's a robot. He doesn't need to hide it anymore. No, V's not a robot. He's too cool of a guy to be a robot. He has, like, the computing power of a robot in the sense of, like, him never resting. Because that guy is just always up doing something. Which I appreciate. I mean, I'm pretty insomniac myself, so So I wonder if I have to go through this. I'm gonna click through these guys for anyone that's been here, because I don't see a point in me. Yeah, okay, that's how I could skip. Okay, yeah, it looks like I do have to collect them again. I just got to make sure I don't step into them like I did this last time. Okay, so clearly do not touch these phasing things that are pretty disgusting looking. No comment, Sandman. Was that for the smeg or the smirk? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Comment earlier. Okay, I'm skipping this. Okay, and well, it doesn't look like he actually turns that way when I turn. It's just my camera. So turn it around. Okay. Go forward, don't touch these fucking things. This is where I died earlier. Yeah, those things are fucking creepy looking. I really like how that was made. It almost reminds me of those things from Death Stranding. I haven't played the game, just seen gameplay. And that's what it kind of reminds me of. Just those weird floating ghost fucking things. Weird. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna step in this fucking thing. Oh, dude, this environment's kind of creepy. I mean, I'm in space, right? I guess it's supposed to be this way, but very, very creepy. I actually understand how the camera is. Have you noticed it's like a revolving circle? So that's kind of cool. I appreciate that, because it's kind of like a rover in space, I guess. I don't know. I'm interested for sure. Jesus, things are fucking ugly. Fuck with these things. Okay, I didn't get to this last time. Atrium gate terminal. Station structural integrity compromise. Unsealing gates. Is that it? I guess that's it. That's weird. The other ones would shut off, and this one did not at all. Okay, it's kind of fucking weird. In here, is that a door? No. Okay, I guess this way. I'm a little confused here. Let's see. I see some light here. Not sure where it's coming from. Above me. Oh, okay, it's this little gap here. Okay. That's weird. It doesn't activate. Did I miss something on my way back is the question. Had to be. Okay. It's probably a different part of the ship that I need to get near or something. Oh, you know what? I don't think I turned this way. Oh, what the fuck? Nope. Nope. Get away. Why are you chasing me? Nope. Run, run, run. I do not like you, Sim I am. I wonder if I can hit it with my... I don't know. There we go. Get out of here. I don't know what you are. I figured the light had to obviously be more with that. That's an interesting sim. I wonder if there's like a puzzle or something down the road. Okay, I see more of those things right there. Ooh, this part just looks really fucking dark. Oh shit, nope. There's so many, see all those little smokes? I can't even tell what those are. this thing. I'm gonna shine my light on you so you can leave. It's weird. The horn ones I could get rid of. These regular ones are just like stagnant, like traps almost. Oh, look, there's another one. Oh, there's two of them actually. Alright, get out of here, fucker. I'll get you too. Yeah, it looks like it's that one. I'm gonna get him first before I activate that other terminal thing. Yeah, get out of here. Hold on, is that it? Okay. Simple. Console log 14, 17, 91, 2. Right? That's what I'm thinking. Like, pretty scary. At least if I bump into him, I'd be running scared. That's for sure. Jules was just detained by compound security yesterday. I think he's using Tetracell gun figures. When I saw him just before his last shift, he was fidgeting a lot. He shouted at me for turning on the lights in the corridor. Looks like Jules got taken over by those fucking things. That's what it sounds like. He seems so distant. I didn't think Tetracell did that. Ah, this one disappeared, so... Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize how dark it would get when that thing leaves. Okay, there's more light this way. Okay. So Jules is the reason this is happening. That's all I've getting so far. I don't know if these are apparitions or demons. It seems something of that nature. Because they were saying how he felt like he was different, which is interesting. My friend said this was a little bit like of a short game, but I'm kind of interested if they have any plans to make it a full game, because there are some combat mechanics or something. This would be really cool. Kind of like a Ghostbusters feel. Just not as comical, right? So, dude, these things are cool. They have like different shapes and stuff. Like this one's like phased through the wall. See that? That's interesting. Something going on over here. Ooh, there's another. Okay, I see one of those horn guys. Oh, what the? Oh. It glitched out a little bit. It's all good. I was just like, where did all this land come from? Ghost haunting the machine. Yeah, no, I could feel that for sure. Yeah, V coming in with the tea. Sorry, I'm drinking some water. Oh man, that's a lot of these fucking ball things. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, I need to get rid of... I guess it depends which one I go to. I think this way is probably better to get rid of one of them. There we go. Got one. Oh, I mean, that sounds good, though. Something simple. I'm actually debating what to make tonight. That tilapia last night was delicious. These firelight shadows twist and turn. In dim-lit caverns and shadow halls. Delights of all tales to learn. But soon or not, all hear the call. We can't deny the Promethean fire, the cause of strife and endless ire. That's funny. Tea food. Dude, tea food is actually really good. CAPTCHA accepted, unsealing security gate. Oh, looks like I found a thing that was gonna happen. What up, Gator, my dude? I am finding the mystery that is Silent IO right now, but I'm really enjoying it. I can't fucking see shit though. I walking on safe trails here? I can't fucking tell where I'm going. Oh, I'm gonna fix this camera real quick. There we go. I feel like I should go back the way I came so I don't even get near it. Well, actually, I'm not that big set guy. I can just squeeze right there. There we go. Hopefully you do. I mean, I'm honestly enjoying it so far. I mean, it's got an interesting like tale as far as like unraveling what's going on. Demons or ghosts is the feel I get for initially. I've only died once, I believe. So I'm doing all right. So far, I'm really liking like the design of the level. It's so well thought out, I feel. As far as like the ambiance, like I would be pretty terrified if I was this poor little spaceman that's just fucking walking in here like it's okay. Oh man, there's like 4 of these guys. 1, 2. Okay, we gotta take them out one by one. He's getting one of the devs to give him hints. No, actually he's not here yet. Like I said, I'm waiting for him to connect. I hope he hops on soon, so he could have some commentary for the game. But then again, I'm going to have a lot of questions for him soon, because I feel like we all, like, especially Gator, I'm sure you'd like the answers that come out of his mouth. Oh, dude, I didn't realize he was that close. Jesus. Oh, died, thing. Ooh, this is fiscal year 9, before we were born. I like the movement. Added a new dynamic. Ramen sounds good. That's true. Well, you know about the light. I didn't for like 30 minutes. I feel like it was a giveaway, Gator. Because it's like the only action you have. Just to be fair, like, I don't know. You saw me play Outlast in 4 hours. Like, I'm pretty good at like stuff like this, I like to think. So. Oh, you were just running away, dude. I'll probably go back and see your playthrough, because I know I missed it because I wanted to come in this completely blind. So it's just weird how you could only hit some of them, and you can't hit the ones that are standing there. I think that's an interesting feature. Like the level, like the enemy design's interesting. Majority of staff dead. Immediate and required. God help us. Loop corrupted. Jesus, V, go to bed, bro. All the time with this 2 a.m. bullshit. You must go to bed, good sir. Ooh, that's a creepy motherfucker. Nope. I've already read this. Skip. Come on, finish there. So I can see better. Okay, just you. You meant it's bad because it's eating noodles? I don't know. I like ramen. I like to make it fancy, and I'll throw like other shit in it. Sometimes I'll throw the packet away and just get a little fancy with it. What the fuck? I have no power? Wait. How come I don't have power? What the fuck? Oh. No. Where's my power? Did I step in the circle? Oh, fuck. I don't like this. Oh, that's actually really smart, because this is the part where, you know, you have blinking lights. That's actually really cool. I used to eat ramen for breakfast. Shit, I think all college students did at some point. I remember, like, when I was working a lot in the service industry. Oh, God, I can't, get away. Get away, you son of a bitch. Oh, no. Get away from me. Motherfucker. Oh, he's chasing me now. Shit, how do I get powered? So weird. Maybe, I mean, that light bubble's still on. Maybe that's where I get light. No? Oh yeah, no, no, no light. Seriously. Dude, I'm telling him that if he puts that on his merch shirt, I'm super down to buy it. Like, in some shape or form that says, like, go to bed, V. Like, I will fucking buy the fuck out of that. Dude, this thing's still after me, but, like, I don't have any fucking lights. Dude, I'm just saying, like, that's a fucking G-ass shirt if you could do that. Find a way, bro, and I will fucking be all about it. Shit, what do I do here? I'm out of light. And that motherfucker's gonna chase me. Dude, do it. Bro, if you make it, like, hell yeah. Like, I'd be all about it. For sure. Dude, yes. Drunk Jackbox. Oh, dude, I might miss out on my Jackbox, because obviously work's important. Shit, he touched me. Oh, Jesus, they start me from the beginning? Oh, that sucks. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Yeah, no, that's true. Y'all, we do play late. I'm just curious to see if, like, how work's gonna be once I get back. Cause I become like this workaholic sometimes. I just don't know when to stop. Oh my god. Man, my dog's gotta calm down. Whoa, bro, you gotta take me out to dinner first, homie. If you want to touch me, you gotta take me out to dinner. I want my money back. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go kill that one over there. Because I don't trust him. I don't know if I need to get these. I've actually ignored one of them. If I have to come all the way back, I'm gonna be kind of pissed, but whatever. Just want to kill that fucker. I feel like he'll chase me, like, from behind or something. Mr. Guile. Oh my god, guys. I am gonna be so mad at my dog. Hold on. Give me 1 second. How do I pause it? Can I pause this? Okay. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Oh, okay, so that opened up, right? Is that where I went? I forgot where I went. So I'm curious if I even have to go get that. Gator, you don't have to give me a hint, but do you have to go get all those little light things, or is that just something I'm doing? Just try and put pieces together. I am not beating the shit out of my dog. The dogs are mysteriously gone. Dude, everyone's gonna think I'm an animal abuser now. I don't need that kind of traction. See, you are toxic, bro. Oh, that makes sense. I figured. I wonder, I might have to get this one then. But yeah, dude, you're toxic, Guile. Just like CV said. Yeah, here's that door that just opened. This motherfucker that was standing here that I killed instantly. Get out of here. Bro, you are toxic, bro. Trying to make everyone think I'm a dog killer and shit. I have a camera, I could prove it. But if I use my camera, I can't chat with y'all. It's part of the reason I'm not using it right now. I need to get my second monitor. Hopefully, especially now that I'm going back to work, hopefully the sooner, that means sooner. So I'm pretty stoked for that, actually. So. You started these rumors. That's a start one for you. Yeah, I guess you did, bro. Guess you did. That zoom effect is kind of cool, actually. Like when I look at it closer, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's a little odd, but it kind of makes stuff like creepier because it like has this pulsing thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm thinking too much about this game, but I like how it looks. The poster's amazing. I don't know if you guys have me on Facebook or Instagram, but you guys can scroll down on my About Me. I think I have it on there, and it's actually really cool. I actually like the poster a lot. It's what gravitated me towards the game. Okay. Back this way. Hashtag confession much. Oh, get out of here. Freaking Kyle. You're hilarious. Okay. Oh yeah, that wasn't open till I got that. I see now. Yeah, you were definitely right, Gator, as far as like your theory. Oh, Gator, you gotta stop, my dude. I fucking love you and all, but you got to stop, dude. Thank you so much for that sub, man. Thank you. You are a fucking angel. Dude, your stream earlier was lit. You need to show me how to do that shout out thing, but I'll just do a shout out now. Everyone that obviously isn't following Gator, go follow Gator. This guy's amazing. Way better streamer than I am. I'll tell you what. His streams are hilarious too. No, you hush. You hush, Gator. I appreciate you, and I'm sure Hostafest is going to love the fact that he gets those emotes. I actually just put in my raid emote, so I hope you guys like that. Dude, I was going to say, dude, the sub wars do continue. This guy, man, you're insane. I love it. I appreciate you for that, though, man. Thank you. Especially, like, I don't really do much. Quite frankly, I'm, playing shit like this. And I like this, though. I think the only thing that's frustrating is that it pulls you all the way back. That's the only part I don't enjoy. It's like a one-run thing, and, I already play enough of those games that get me frustrated with one run, but yeah, Gator, you're awesome. His stream of Minecraft Dungeons was awesome. All your streams are awesome, so. Yeah, see the zoom in right here? I honestly like it. It gives this weird, like, focus on the enemies that you could see them clearer more. It's a little awkward, but I like what it does. Oh, mine works? Was yours funky or what? Really? I mean, honestly, I love this. This looks right there. Screenshot that. That looks fantastic. I don't know. I actually don't mind the zoom function. I feel like it's not 100% necessary for the game as far as a mechanic, but I really enjoy what detail you get from using it as far as the game's concerned. Kill this fucker. Come on, bitch. Get over here. assuming you're one for the door. Dude, his dangling banana thing is amazing. I wish I had something like that. Like, your niche as far as the banana gator stuff is amazing. And I'm really excited to see your overlay as well. I know we just talked about that, so I've already read this one. I don't know why I thought this was new. It's not new. But no. I already heard you. Stop it. Okay, this is where I lost energy. So I need to be careful not to lose energy. Dude, it's amazing, man, honestly. Like, really, like, I remember beating you that one fateful Saturday, and I was just like, dude, that guy's name is sick, is literally the first thing I said. Because I was like, what the fuck is even that? You know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird name, but, like, so creative at the same time. It was fantastic. Die! Get out of my life. How the fuck? Oh, what? Wait, what? I heard a noise. Could be my background, but... Dude, stop it! Stop doing this. Y'all need to stop. Thank you so much, but stop it. Like, seriously. Oh, not again, guys. You need to stop doing this. Stop buying people subs. Jesus. You're amazing. I don't need it. Stop it. Spend it on more bullshit to play with me. I can't. Oh, that's what that does. I was in the ball. That makes more sense now. But dude, you got to stop. Seriously. I love that y'all have, like, a good chunk of y'all have badges as far as, like, gifting stuff, but you guys need to stop. Like, I appreciate it, but holy hell. I don't know, just setting the lock on the terminal. What about the HL? Forget the goddamn HL. What's HL? Hurry the fuck up. I hear that. It's weird because it's like really sporadic messaging. Like, you don't know who it's coming from, and it just kind of builds the mystery more. So, which I could enjoy. It kind of gets people lost, but I kind of enjoy that feel to it. Oh man, y'all gotta stop. Seriously. I can't wait to get more emotes though, honestly. Like, I think I could actually give y'all more emotes now, and if that's the case, that's definitely what I will set up, because I technically have 3. So, oh Jesus Christ, how many of those? 1, 2, 3, 5? Or no, they don't have horns, right? Okay, so alright, fuckers. Jeez, that noise. Ooh, that like made me chill down my spine a little bit. Such a weird noise. Oh god. Ooh. I never caught that noise before. That was creepy. But thank you so much, guys. Seriously. Y'all seriously don't have to do that. Just keep playing games with me even after I'm gone a lot because of work. That's all I want. That's all I wanted out of this whole Twitch journey. And now I have a badass community like you guys, and I appreciate it a lot. You have no idea. Investigation and installation. Inspection facility. Initial contact with hostile force. Proved extreme danger. Creature sensitive to extreme UV exposure. I like how they give you the answer at the end of all this. That's super annoying. Oh, so they come back every night. Interesting. Why not both? I mean, again, you don't have to. You guys really don't have to. I love you guys for it, but you really do not. Especially now I got a PC. Like we could play almost anything together. So. Oh, that was it. Nice. Huh. Very interesting. I actually really enjoyed that. Is there like something after? I'm curious now. Hey, Stephen, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I just finished the game.
Yep.
Were you watching this whole time? I couldn't tell. Oh, Jesus, what happened?
I was actually watching through it. I was gonna chime in unless he came into like some significant issue.
Oh no, man, you could have kept talking the whole time, but sweet. I mean, I'm glad that the internet issue was helping out. But um, welcome, guys. I am JH0919 from Sick Parvis Magna Podcast, and we're finally back after a long hiatus of just PC issues, letting Stream Life get in the way, which honestly I did not mind because Stream Life was amazing. You guys are super fantastic, and I just been busy, busy doing all kinds of stuff. What do you call it? And really, obviously, we just played through Silent IO, and I'm here with the 3D animator, Steven Rodriguez of the game. And, we're going to talk about the game, talk about him, and just kind of talk about his success. He is a longtime friend of mine from high school. There's actually a lot of funny stories. I'm sure we could talk about that in itself as a podcast. But what do you call it? This guy is really, really cool, and I'm going to let him talk now. And by the way, one of my Twitch fans say your game is amazing. So that's what he said. But yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going through the chat right now. Just to reiterate, I mainly worked on the animations. I had a team of 2 other people that helped me out in the sound design and development and all that.
No kidding. So tell them a little about yourself, man. Like, tell them where you come from, school, whatever, the whole 9 yards. Let them know.
Yeah, so, let's see. I guess we can start. I mean, we both grew up in the same town, in Eagle Pass, Texas.
EP.
We mainly met through the high school band. Or do we? No, we knew each other from middle school, actually, now that I think about it, right?
Yeah, we were in junior high. I think, like, the minute we were, in band in general, because, I think I actually started off as a trumpet initially, and you were in that class with me, but then I ended up moving to saxophone.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's how we initially met. We've kind of known each other throughout that whole band career. But going after that, once we're leaving high school, I decided I wanted to get into animation and study that. And so I went to school at University of Texas at Dallas, pursued a 3D animation degree there. And afterwards, I worked for about 3 years in a laboratory under the university until I got an offer to work at a studio here in Virginia.
Nice. And the studio you work for now, what was that company?
They are Blipped, BLIPD. They're this mobile game studio, mainly working on is called Shop and Seek. Not familiar with Shopkins. They're sort of this like collectible kids catered toy.
No, interesting. So, okay, let's talk a little bit more about the game at this point. So, obviously you worked on the 3D animations, but what was it like working in? Because you told me this was a Moon Jam 2020, right? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, so to give context to that, a streamer Moon Moon, if you're familiar with him, this is the second time that he's hosted this game jam where people subscribe to him, they group up and or work independently,
Hmm.
create a game in 72 hours, and then he'll go through and play all of them.
So wait,
And
this game was made in 72 hours?
yes, yeah,
Oh
amongst
shit.
us, the three of us.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I
I
will
figured it
say,
would take longer than like to produce anything of that caliber too. Like it makes a whole lot of sense too, as far as like the way everything plays and stuff. Like that's impressive, dude. That's legit.
thank you. I will say, a good chunk of the environment was sort of like free to find assets. So we didn't
Yeah.
make everything entirely from scratch. Some of it was like what we could find that was available for, like distributive use, essentially.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, like, it's cool that you guys still found those missing pieces, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's really interesting because, I mean, I know you said you were watching the stream, and I really like the environment stuff and just the movement of the characters, and just like the phasing stuff and all that stuff looked really cool. But in 72 hours, that blows my mind. I thought this was like not necessarily a long term project, but something that like you guys put together by far like more than 72 hours. But like the fact to know that it's really fucking cool to know.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes a deadline like that can really, push you to make something that comes out, a lot better than you'd expect.
No, no kidding. And so obviously, like I know this is not the typical like game design situation, but like how exactly did you guys collaborate in that kind of stress? I mean, obviously there's only three of y'all. You know, like it sounds like obviously the workloads were spread amongst evenly, but like how exactly did you guys break down like your vision for this game to kind of be submitted to everyone?
So the way we came across what we got to, um, when the timer started for our game jam, we were given a theme. I think this is fairly typical in game jams. You'll get a theme, and ours was horror. And we, our team had, grouped up and we're like, okay, let's all, just brainstorm individually, get some quick, like, elevator pitch ideas, and we'll just work with whatever sticks. And I had written down, I don't know, like about 5 or 10 different ideas, kind of going um, off whatever seemed reasonable us to develop on. Obviously we couldn't make like some multiplayer, adventure RPG, in 72 hours. So we're like, we need something that's gonna um, be reasonably easy to develop. And after jotting down a few ideas, I'd come across one where we wanted to make a game. It was going to be very dark and involved you moving a flashlight around to deter some creatures and navigate through an area. And the rest of the team was like, "We like that. How do we make a story out of that?" And so went back to brainstorming a bit. Kind of settled on a moon base sort of situation. I think partially we're looking to see if we could tie in the streamer's name Moon Moon in there, but we never really put that in there. And so it just became some sort of like traveling through a moon base, and using your flashlight to deter these unknown beings that are inhabiting the place.
That's actually a cool connection as far as Moon Moon and it being pretty much on the moon. That's pretty cool. Um, one of our guys has a question for us. It's Mr. Sandman 1924. Had you guys worked together before?
No, the people that I'd worked with, I'd never interacted with before previously. We had, not until the way we I guess grouped up is through the upcoming game jam event, there was a post where people could look for a group. You would put down your info, what you do, what you're good at, and any sort of links that you could provide work of. And I was reached out by, I only know him as Burge. Um,
Yeah, which uploaded the game is what I saw.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he had reached out to me and he was like, I like your animations. Do you want to work on this? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And I assume he did the same for our sound designer slash composer,
Uh-huh.
who I know is Rat Kid.
Rat Kid. That's amazing. I love the names.
Yeah,
Especially
I
your
mean, it just
like
you'll get all any sort of people uh, coming into this thing. So yeah, we had briefly, just chatted on Discord, like, hey, we're gonna be working on this thing together, and that was just how we went into it.
damn, dude, that's pretty fucking cool. Cause I mean, so in 72 hours, were you guys still doing all this remotely, or was this before like everything with COVID and all that?
This was all remote. I think even if that wasn't the case, because um, the connection between all of us is that we're subscribed to a streamer, we could have been based anywhere really. This wasn't restricted
Wow.
to any part of the world. Yeah, so
Yeah. So assuming like a
as
bunch
far
of
as I know,
Zoom
these guys could be
calls.
anywhere.
Yeah. So like a bunch of Zoom calls,
Yeah,
Discord.
we actually we're mainly on Discord here to do most of our collaboration.
It's fucking cool. So, as far as like story for the game, um, do you guys feel like you guys could actually like get back together and expand on this? Because personally, like as I was playing through it, like I really like the mystery that y'all built, even though it seemed like almost like sporadic and obviously it's to the T like what you did in 72 hours. But like to me, like that mystery of like what's actually going on, and then ending with the actual solving of like, okay, yeah, you could eliminate them with light, but they come back. Do you guys think you could ever like collaborate together and maybe make a bigger, like a bigger game, or what do you think is like the future as far as that's concerned, if there is one?
We haven't discussed anything going forward on it. We all are very happy with what we made together. I'm not sure how or what we would do to expand upon that. Um, I think it would be neat to take what we have going forward and turn into something new, but I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, no kidding. Have you worked with them since then, or do you plan on working with them again? I think that's what Mr. Sandman said as well.
We haven't done anything since. We I think we initially worked on this about a month ago. It was around the end of May,
Oh wow.
and it was only until last week that the streamer who hosted this even got to play through them. And once he played through them, then we're fine with distributing the game online.
Sweet. And have you guys got? I know it's only been out for like what 3 days now, 4 days.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How's the download count? Do you guys happen to know? So I could try and
I
build this
have
up.
not checked. Um, I posted the link out there. I actually have not gone back and checked since. I do know Burge had posted. I don't know who did it, but someone donated like $2 to our game. So they're like, "We did it, guys."
I think that's actually my boy, because my boy Gator, Banana Gator, he's on the chat right now. He played it, and I actually just donated to y'all as well while downloading the game, because I mean it was sick. I mean honestly, like I mean obviously I donated before I played, but like I'm really invested in like obviously like developers and finding out how they do things, and that's why I'm glad you're on the show, man. Thanks again for being on the show and talking to us a little bit more. It was
Yeah,
super
thanks for
sick.
having me, and thank you all for donating. That really means a lot.
For sure. And okay, so we got a question from Veridol, which is what's your next project?
Um, Personally, I actually this past game jam where this came from was the first time I participated in a game jam, and I gotta say I'm pretty hooked on it. I knew I'd wanted to do this sort of thing for a bit,
Yeah. Hmm.
and now I'm like, okay, now where can I participate in another one? And I'm actually looking to participate in, I believe it's called the Game Maker's Toolkit game jam. He's a YouTube, uh, I guess, video game
Content creator and all
discussion.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
content creator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to participate in that one next. I still have to see, what sort of team I can gather up. I could try doing it myself, but I don't know enough about developing
Yeah.
to be able to pull that off.
That's cool. Hell yeah. Um, let's see. What do I got for you? So what influenced the style game? I know you guys mentioned obviously the idea of like the darkness, with the light killing the creatures. What would you say like what influenced you to kind of like pull towards that? I know obviously being original, but I guess what kind of shed a light in your head like, hey, this would be different and cool because it reminds me of this mechanic of this game, or did you just like, no, this is what I want to do because this is different kind of thing?
I think what mainly, I guess, either influenced or motivated was like, oh no, we have 72 hours. We just need to make something. Or like we just need to go.
I mean, that's fair.
And yeah, I can't think of anything major when I was um, jotting ideas down for us to go with. I knew we had to do something where it was going to be physically dark, where it's going to be hard to see because that's just sort of a common fear is the fear of the dark, and I
Yeah.
figured that would be easy for people to connect with, and then to add on to that, I knew I wanted to do something where you're going to be in some like tight spaces and make it like fairly claustrophobic, because then that's a whole nother phobia. And
That's true.
from
I
there,
did get those vibes. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, I think from there, it was just kind of whittling down to like, okay, what sort of environments or situations could satisfy these sort of parameters, and then we just kind of ended up in space.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, because I remember reading the tagline and it said better than Dead Space, and I started cracking up because think back on like how the game was like how the game felt for me is like it reminded me of those environments as far as like just really dark, narrow corridors and those fucking things. Like, what are they, by the way? Do you guys have like a definition of that? Because I don't know if they were demons, ghosts, like I really like whatever they were. Is what I'm trying to say, because they were really different.
We do not have a name for them either.
Interesting.
I would say that we mostly made them to be some sort of alien, really, but
Okay.
they also have sort of like a ghost-like appearance to them. Especially with the shader that's been applied to them, it makes them sort of see-through, all that like swirling darkness through them. Um, my guess is alien, but we really didn't dig too hard to make it clear what they were, and I think it kind of helps support the mysteriousness of it, that it's just not really known what exactly they are.
No, that makes sense, and that's what I liked about it more than anything. Like there was just like a constant mystery. Like I said fiscal year at one point, and like I was a stupid joke, but like the messages that like I guess like it's kind of like one of those pages on Facebook where they're like, if you could read this with like fucked up letters, like you're a genius or whatever. And that's what kind of like it reminded me of. But these were actually like truly fucked up to me, where like I couldn't really decipher exactly like what you were trying to say. So I was just like, okay, I think these are dates. That's what I get from this, and it's a log, and you guys go through it or whatever. Um, but it's so interesting. Okay, actually, I missed a couple of questions here. I'm going to tell you these. Veridal asks, did you say Disc Jam 2? I'm not sure. I think he's asking, referring like which jam you were going to get in. If I'm being clear, V on that.
If he is referring to the game jams that I had mentioned, um, it was probably when I was mentioning the upcoming one is the Game Maker's Toolkit
Oh, Game Maker's
jam.
Toolkit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I hope
If
that.
that's, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I hope so too. If not, I'm sure he'll clear it up. I am consider them shadow creatures. Oh, okay, that's what he consider. Gator consider them shadow creatures. And Kentara, what software did you use?
So, on my end, I mainly use Autodesk Maya. That's what I've learned and I've leaned on to create the animations and the character rigs for them. The engine we used for this one was Unity. I don't know. I don't remember if it says when we start the game up or anything. Usually it says made in Unity.
Interesting. Huh. I don't know any of that. I mean, I wish I did. You know me. I'm not any kind of artist in that art form. But it's really cool to hear how all that stuff works. Because I think I'm only aware of like Blender and like, those other stuff that I know are like open source for the most part. Um, Gator's curious why they return every night, though. That's funny. I mean, I'm assuming you don't have that answer, right? That was just kind of part of the
No,
story. No.
no. Burge mainly did the writing for the terminals,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't give him a lot to work with, to be honest.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, I
funny.
mean, we're just kind of like just fill it with something. We didn't even come up with a name until the last day. We're
Like
like, oh
Jules?
shoot, we don't even have a name for the game, and we're like, we went back to brainstorming, and Burge came across Silent IO, and I was like, I like that one, but as long as we have a name, I'm fine with it.
That's super funny. Like, I mean, I can't blame y'all. I mean, the fact that it's like 3 days, like, I can't even imagine. Like, how would you say daily, like, were y'all working on the game? Was it literally like, wake up, go to bed, wake up, go to bed kind of work? Or were y'all working just, say, like 8 hours a day kind of thing?
I would say it was pretty much, as much time as we could reasonably put in. I don't think anyone was staying up super late. Personally, I, encourage to get your sleep and everything, even in that sort of crunch time.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, for me, it was those 3 days. I had all my meals prepared. I was ready to, just be on my computer, except when, I needed to like eat and sleep and everything else.
That's cool. You did it the smart way. I could imagine me just freaking out trying to cook something and like, fuck, I need to build this game or whatever the fuck I'm doing. So,
Yeah, I mean that would have been that would have made it extra chaotic.
I believe it. Okay, so Veridal asked, "Do you have any voice acting roles coming up?"
No, I do not have any voice acting roles coming up. I do not plan on pursuing that sort of profession,
Oh,
but I'm flattered if you think I do.
oh, I think he also mean like for him because I didn't realize at the end it said cough cough like.
Oh, um, not at the moment. If
You do have a good radio voice though, if
if
I'm being honest.
thank you.
So let's see.
But yeah. If I do, I'll consider you.
There you go. You're in. Okay, I'm just scrolling through here. Um, okay, so how do you feel now that the game is released, and what do you think of the feedback you're getting?
I was pretty relieved to have seen them, play and for us to post it, because the whole time once upon finishing it and submitting it was, are people gonna like this? Are they gonna think it's like too ridiculous? Because I'd never made anything for horror. And when the theme came up that was going to involve horror, I was like, ah, shoot, like I don't. This isn't a genre I really hover around.
Mm-hmm.
But I know creepy, and I try to at least, incorporate whatever creepy factor I could put in. And, once they're going through and playing it, I was reading through the chat as the streamer is going through it. But I mean, generally it was well received, and I was really, relieved to see that people like it, and they're just so I'm like at a loss for words.
No, that's awesome, dude. I mean, I can only imagine, especially like taking that step of like doing something you're not comfortable with. So, like, with that being said, do you think you'll do more horror now? Now that, like, obviously you've been given pretty solid feedback.
As far as any sort of games or genres, I'm kind of open to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Both, it's a good business perspective to just be open to whatever sorts of opportunities. But I'm not sure. I mean, it really just depends what other projects I get involved in, whatever comes up.
No, that makes sense. No, yeah, because like I could only imagine like the diversity, especially like the way, like me and Banana Gator specifically, like we're variety streamers, and we play all kinds of weird bullshit, and like I could only imagine like how much that does diversify like your entire world. And yeah, no, I think you're exactly right as far as like business prospect for sure. Um, let's see. Okay, I got another Veridol question where he said he was kidding. Would you not ever consider doing voices for your own games? There we go.
If I had to, I can't think where there's a situation where I had to put specifically my own voice, and if I have control of the project, I would probably just cater around to what do I know, and unfortunately, voice acting isn't something I know very well. So I would find a way for my project to not necessarily need it, or if I'm able to get the help, then I might employ them, because then someone that's really into that sort of thing, gets an opportunity to collaborate, and that just, involves more people. And typically, I find collaborations like that can lead to much more interesting products than you would
Yeah.
just make on your own.
That makes sense. And he also mentioned, I'm really bad at reading all these questions all at once, but he mentioned also, like, just as an Easter egg, or, like, doing a noise, like, just kind of being wacky.
Oh
with it,
yeah,
I
if
suppose.
that ever came up and we needed to, yeah. I mean, I would definitely do it if we needed it.
That's funny. Um, okay, and last question that I currently see is what genre do you hover around? Yeah, I think you threw out that statement that you said you didn't hover around that, but what was the genre you typically work with?
As far as work, I've been all over the place. So my previous job, working under the university, they were mainly medical and military simulations. So they were technically games, but they weren't, the games that you would play on Twitch.
Yeah.
And my current job, uh, involving these Shopkins characters, is like they're very cutesy, cartoony characters. So something totally different than what I was working before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it really, I think personally, what I would hover working around is somewhere around like an action adventure sort of genre. The work I do personally, it's usually involving either characters like fighting or jumping or running, things of that sort.
No, it makes sense. Um, okay. For me, what are some developers or studios that not only influence you and inspire you, that we should be on the lookout for? That we should play their games, or whatever they got going on.
Studios I'm really interested right now. One big one right now is I believe they're called Larian. Larian Studios. They're going to be working on, or are currently working on Baldur's Gate 3, if I've got that right. I'm super hyped for that, and I'm a big fan of role-playing games and the fantasy genre, and I've seen their work in Divinity,
Oh, they
and
did
they make
Divinity.
really good
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Like I actually have Divinity 2 on PS4, and I love it. It's just I feel like I need to play with someone because if not, I'm just gonna get trashed, like the whole fucking time. But I'm just not good at them. But I like it, so makes sense. It's cool. Hell yeah. Um, Interesting. So, um, I mean, obviously, COVID hasn't. You were saying COVID doesn't affect your work since you kind of working from remote now. So I don't know, man. I feel like you've answered a whole lot for me in a good amount, like quality answers too. So like I personally don't have a lot. Um, Let me see. Oh, Sandman's got a question. Were they just local? Oh, okay. He was talking about the Sims. My sister might have played some of the Med Sims in her nursing training, or were they just local to you? And he also said, "Wait, they're gonna make a new Baldur's Gate." So I
Yeah,
guess he didn't.
Baldur's
He
Gate
wasn't
3.
aware. Yeah, I was like, I don't think he was aware of that. So he's probably super stoked.
As far as those simulations, um, I don't even know if the ones that I'd worked on are out yet. The biggest one I was working on was a teacher for kids with dyslexia, and it was like this giant project that's going to involve like I don't remember, 200 and something lessons of going through all these phonemes, and they needed, tons of facial animation.
Mm-hmm.
So we had worked with a therapist to record video of her talking so that we could transfer sort of like motion capture to this other one. That was mainly, I believe, for therapists in Texas with plans to go, export that like nationally.
Mm-hmm.
There were a handful of other projects, but I don't know if any of them have really gone outside of just sort of like research conventions and that sort of nature.
That's interesting though. Like, so you said it wasn't motion cap, but it was in a sense. So like obviously it was your
Yeah.
job to make it as clean as motion cap, assuming.
So this is gonna get a sort of technical jargon, but the process with that involves this software called Faceware. It's technically motion capture, but it's not like anyone has to wear the dots
Yeah.
that you typically see people in the suits. This just records when you record a video of their face. The software will put digital markers on them. You adjust the markers, and to make a long story short, you transfer that onto the character in the software you're working with, and you can clean up from there. So that was a lot of what I did.
That's interesting. Actually, I think Banana Gator has this thing called Face Rig that kind of reminds me of what you're simulating or like what you're talking about. Um,
Yeah, I've heard of Face Rig.
it is the
It's
coolest fucking
it's in the
thing.
same nature, yeah.
Like he was like a burger on stream, and it was hilarious. Like we were just, I don't know. I have a lot of fun with that. I don't think he's done it lately, but that's where I get the idea from when you say it the way you explained it. So that's
Yeah, it's pretty much
interesting.
that. Like, it's a little of what you see, say, on your Snapchat filters, when it sort of like scans your face.
Hmm.
It's putting those digital markers. It's just not necessarily showing you.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. That's really interesting. Um, so as far as like obviously being a 3D animator, what would you say has been like the biggest adversity you faced that you would advise to any other future 3D animators out there that like how to be at this point like in the level in your career? How would you help them? Like what would you tell them that they would help proceed there?
Gosh, uh, that's kind of a tough one.
Yeah,
Good
sorry.
question though.
Yeah, sorry. I'm really good when I just like, as far as questions, when I just kind of like, when you provide me really great answers, I'm just like, okay, now I could ask this kind of thing. So
Yeah, so if anything, I would say for anyone that wants to do this sort of thing is just once you find whatever medium you want to work through, just make a whole bunch of little projects, something that you can do in a pretty rapid amount of time, get out, see, get some feedback, and make something else. Because if you spend any long lengths of time working on some quote unquote masterpiece, you may spend less time learning because you're getting less feedback, unless you're making a bunch of little things as you go along. I just find that a whole lot better.
that makes sense. Yeah, because like versus having a big project that takes long, and also like the risk of like having negative feedback that kind of like makes it condescending towards you. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah, or if if you spend so long working on something that could have been better if you had been given some any sort of information, way when you started.
Yeah. Interesting. Let's see. I think I got a question from Veridal. Read this. I'd love to work over voiceovers or mocap, but never knew how to get into the industry. Seems just like the film industry extremely difficult to find something. So I think what he's asking is like, how do you feel like you got into the industry now? Obviously, with your degree, I'm sure that helps. But like, was it just as simple as getting the degree to get into this industry, or was it just kind of like building a resume or that kind of sort of thing?
Um, for me to get in, it's a little more specific, I would say, as an animator. But what mainly allowed me to get into this was to build a portfolio or a demo reel that people can see and say, I like this person's work. They could fulfill doing that sort of thing
Mm-hmm.
at my place. So, as all with anything, luck is a big factor. I was super lucky that I was able to find work at the university where I was studying to receive my degree, and I was able to stay with them for a good length of time, even after I graduated, until I found this other job.
Yeah, that's crazy. You up in Virginia now? Jesus, I think I've been through there. Are you in just regular Virginia or West Virginia?
I'm just in regular Virginia. Yeah,
I like how like I made that regular Virginia and not West Virginia. Jesus.
that's the state now.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. God. Yeah, that's why I don't do well at school, I guess. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I honestly don't have any other questions. I don't know if anyone else listening does. But no, this was great, man. I think a lot of what I've heard today is really awesome to hear, man. It's really cool to hear your success and just to see your product, man. Just push your product towards us, man, and I'll definitely stream it again. I'm sure Gator will too, because Gator had a good time with it, even though I didn't watch it, because I wanted to come in here really blind for sure.
Yeah, well, thanks for going through it and streaming it. I'm happy to get any sort of attention and eyes on this thing that we've made. And
Such a cool story too, man. Like when you said 72 hours, I was just like, what the fuck? Like that does not look like anything could be made in 72 hours in like the gaming industry. But I guess I'm obviously wrong, So it's fucking cool. And um, thanks for your time, Mister. In a southern accent, that's what Veridal said. Um,
wow, thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I appreciate your time, man, and feel free to come by, hang out, and let us know when you got more stuff coming on, man. I'm not. Do you have a Twitch account? Do you happen to game or watch or anything?
Yeah, I have a Twitch account. I believe it was further up in the chat. My Twitch is VoiceCat.
Oh, that was you. Okay, sweet. I was wondering who that
Yeah.
was. I was like, I don't know who Voice Cat is, but that's a cool name. Here, I'm gonna
I
follow.
mainly just watched. I had tried streaming for a while.
Hmm.
It's a lot to handle, so props to you guys for doing that sort of thing.
I mean, we're not serious about it. I mean, dude, if you want to, I'll send you an invite to our Discord if you ever want to hang out, because we do weekly Jackbox. Um, we're doing D&D nights on Sundays. We're doing all kinds of stuff, man. Like if you want to come by and hang, I'm sure your schedule's busy, but I'll send you an invite if you want to join. Feel free, and if you ever want to jump in and play with us and stuff. Oh, we're doing movie nights now too. Like we're streaming movies through Discord. Completely forgot. Thank you very all. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, we're not super serious about it. We just have fun doing it. It's pretty great. So, but cool, man. Well, I will go ahead and sign off. Everyone that's watching, thank you so much again for coming by and seeing the revival podcast of Sic Parvis Magna. And I will see y'all next time. We actually have a podcast tomorrow. I'm going to be with Veridol talking about next gen. And is it worth it? What should you buy? What you shouldn't buy? And, anything of that sort. But that'll be all today. Thanks again, Stephen, for coming on. And I will definitely send you that link to our Discord and let me know if you want to join us.
Yeah, sounds good, and thank you for having me.
Sweet, guys. Well, I will catch y'all later. Later, Twitch fam. Later, Stephen.
See
Later.
ya.